Okay, that's recording. There we go. Now, no swearing, because the voice is being recorded too. Have we been down south before?
The first time.
First time.
Yankee Sarah, report outside control desk, please.
So what we're going to do, we're just going to head, we'll stay over water because that's our clearance, so we'll head down south. We'll go past Caloundra and we'll go to Roy's Orchard, which is the training area.
For Melbourne aircraft clearance. Velocity 1508.
So while we're going down, let's talk a little bit about the things we spoke about in relation to the things that, the symptoms leading up to a stall. And also we're going to talk about and have a bit more of a chat about the secondary effect of rudder. So the primary effect is yaw, isn't it? What's the secondary effect?
Roll.
Roll, that's right. So just bring us gradually around to the right there, so we're in line.
Departure to the west, tracking 260 to Kingaroy. And in receipt of Delta.
Golf, Sunshine Coast.
So I'll just get you to let go of the controls for a second. I have control.
You have control.
So just let go for the moment. Just take your hands off the controls there. What I'm going to do, I just want you, this is just a quick demonstration. I'm just going to allow the aircraft to come down a fraction. Our clearance is not above 1,500, so we can actually go down a little bit. So we talk about rudder and the secondary effect. So if I now let go of the ailerons completely and don't touch them, and we talk about our roll now to keep the wings level, if you feel me on the rudder pedals, if I put the left rudder in, look what happens now. Gradually the aircraft is going to roll to the right, isn't it? See how it's rolling to the right? It's yawing to the, left. It's yawing to the left, but it's also rolling to the left. If I do the same thing the other way now,
1509, backtrack approved.
it yaws to the right, but rolls to the right. And we're not touching the ailerons at all. And I can bring it level by, you can feel me on the controls there, but if I bring it back there, and now we're going to just leave it. So that's the secondary effect of rudder. And the reason it's important is because that's how we pick up a wing in a stall. Okay, if we use the ailerons, we make it worse. So it's that secondary effect we use. Whilst we're on our way down, so now you have control.
I have control.
I just want you to now slow the aircraft down. So before you do though, just move the, see when you move the controls like this, they're quite effective, aren't they? They're quite effective. You don't need...
500 feet, like you're talking northbound coastal level water, not above 500 to the river. Receive Delta.
You don't need much movement.
Sunshine Coast Tower, report point cut right.
Just 1 second, he's going to contact us in a second.
Zulu Golf, cleared visual approach.
Zulu Golf, cleared visual approach.
Because we've got the seaplane. Oh no, the seaplane's a point cut right. That's okay, it's behind us. So the controls at this speed are quite effective, aren't they? So can you slow the airplane down but don't descend? So bring the power back and raise the nose as it wants to descend.
1509, advise you back.
Bring that back a bit. And we're going to come down fairly slow, so maybe around 60 to 70 knots.
C1509, okay. It's occupied, so if you want to check with the company.
Roger.
Keep that height. And keep coming back a bit more, so a bit more off the power. Raise that nose a little bit more. Trim back if you need to, so by all means trim if you need to. Now what I'd like you to do, Harry, is just move the control side to side. What can you tell me that's different?
It's
real sloppy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really not effective. It's not as effective. So you can move the controls around, and you have to have bigger movements to do the same thing, don't you? So that's...
Tower velocity 1509 for that.
You've also noticed that from straight and level, we've got a slightly higher attitude, haven't we? So higher attitude,
copy velocity,
reducing airspeed, sloppy controls. These are the things that we're nowhere near a stall, by the way, but these are the things that lead up to it. Okay? So that's just the kinds of things we'll be talking about as we get further down. Okay, can you transition us back now to just normal cruise, please? So power back to 5,000. You'll need to push the nose down a little bit and retrim. Sling 8667, clear the zone.
Sling 8667, frequency change approved.
Sling 8667. So we're outside the control zone now. That's Caloundra traffic, I'll just turn to there, so I'll just... That's all good, are you trimmed okay? Yeah, just make sure you're trimmed alright. So that's Moffat Head in front of us, so we're just going to head straight over that, so track over there. That's all good, so we'll just track southbound at the moment. Just stay over water for the time being. 12585 is Caloundra. Yeah, traffic Caloundra, Sling 8667, just north of off ahead by 3 miles. 1,500, I'm tracking for Roy's Orchard on climb to 4,000. Traffic Caloundra, Roy's Orchard, Sling 8667. Okay, what we're going to do now is climb. I want just a nice cruise climb, or maybe a little bit more. So, all climbs are on what power setting?
Full power.
Yep, so full power, eyes forward, full power, nose to just above the horizon of what horizon you can see. A cruise climb is normally about 500 feet per minute, but we can go a bit more than that, that's not a problem. What we're trying to do at the moment is get above this haze level. It's good enough to do stalls in this, but we'd like to see if we can get a bit clearer. We can also use, we need a horizon of some description to do this nicely. Out there it's not all that clear, is it?
No.
But in here it's a little easier to see. But also when we get above this haze level, you'll notice there's a row of clouds there. That can also serve as a horizon because they're all nice and level. So it can do the same thing. Because we're on full power and there is a tendency for the aircraft to want to slipstream that way, just a little bit of right rudder, that's it, that's the way. Caloundra down there. Caloundra airstrip. Okay, keep the climb going. There we go, just straighten up again, I just wanted to show you Caloundra there. So Roy's Orchard is a training area.
Traffic Scout Charlie Foxtrot Zulu, turn left base runway 12. Just to go with the departure to the east, Caboolture.
That's Caboolture. Now Caloundra and Caboolture share the same frequency, although they're a long way apart. So we always have to listen to see if anybody's at Caloundra doing anything. And also, the frequency for this training area is the same.
TechNam 4069 is taxiing to run up area at Caloundra.
We listen to anybody on Caloundra. Roy's Orchard, so where that river, can you see the river going around to the right there?
Yep.
Roy's Orchard is sort of tucked in on this side of the river in there. That's really, you know how we have TY, the training area up north? Well, this is the sort of training area, and also along Bribey Island here is the accepted training area. Now we're going to go to about 4,000 feet. We can't go above 4,500 because Brisbane control zone is over there. So we're going to go up to 4, so we're at 3 now, so we're going to keep going up. Just gently around to the right here and we'll sort of start going towards Roy's Orchard. But just a little bit to the right, thanks Harry. That's the way. That's it, level the wings now please. And keep the climb going though, so keep the climb going. So coming up to 3,400, we'll keep on climbing to about 4,000. And we should get a pretty good horizon. It's not too bad now, it's getting better as you go higher. Yep, that camera is recording, so it's all good. So as we're coming up to 4,000, what I'd like you to do is just level off to a normal straight level cruise. So wait till we get there, but anticipate it and then level off to a normal straight level cruise. And just come around a little bit to the right, thanks Harry. But bring that power back. So if you're going to lower the nose, you'll have to bring the power back. Otherwise it tends to run away from you, so bring the power back until you hear that change. There we go, lower the nose a bit more for straight level. That's about straight level there. And then bring that power back more, because it's just running away from us a little bit. There we go. Alright. Straight level cruise, it's all good. Are you trimmed okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take over control in a second. We're going to talk about the stalls and I'm going to show you what we do in relation to hassle checks as well. So I have control.
You have control.
So basically this is the Roy's Orchard area here just below us and this is the area where we're going to call. I'll just call that we're established.
Traffic, Sling 8515, taxiing to the holding point at Caloundra.
And traffic Caloundra, Sling 8667, overhead Roy's Orchard at 4,000, conducting airwork overhead Roy's Orchard. Between 4,000 and 3,000 for the next 20 minutes. Traffic Caloundra, Roy's Orchard. So basically,
Land traffic, TechNam 4069 is taxiing to holding point runway 23, break, Land traffic, TechNam 4069 is now entering a backtracking runway 05 for runway 12, Calandra.
so that doesn't affect us at all, they're just hanging around there for the moment. So what we're going to talk about is the hassle checks first. So height, we have to, we're at 4,000 and we have to recover by 2,000. We're going to get nowhere near that, so that's fine. A is for airframe. We'll do it with the flaps away to start with, and our undercarriage is fixed anyway. S is for security, so there's nothing loose in the front that's likely to cause any problems. E is for engine temps and pressures, they're all good, and we'll turn the fuel pump on for now. And 2 L's, location and lookout. Location, well, we're not above a built. We're not above a built-up area, and the lookout, so we can see in front of us, there's no problems. We can't see behind us, hey. So all we do
Calandra traffic, TechNam 4069
is we turn around,
entering a backtracking runway 12, Calandra.
and we turn around, bank balance and back pressure, a nice just 30-degree turn, holding our height so we can clear behind us. So when we talk about a built-up area, we're talking about those sorts of places. We don't do stalls above those sorts of places, we scare the natives down below. So we're just doing a bit of a turnaround here. We've also got to think about what's going to be in front of us when we do our stalls. What do we want to see? That's actually not a bad horizon. See how it's improved dramatically?
Yeah.
Beforehand it was pretty crappy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And now it's way, way better. So we can do stalls in either direction now that we've got a good horizon, but we're just going to keep it coming around for now. So what I'm going to do, Harry, is I'm going to demonstrate a stall. Okay, it's very straightforward, but I do want you to follow me through on the controls. But the important thing is that I'm doing all the inputs, okay? So follow me through on the rudders and the control column, and just follow me through, and I'll also be controlling the throttle, but keep your hand in place there because I want you to feel what's happening as well. Don't want to climb too high, I want to stay under 4,500 feet.
Calandra traffic, TechNam 4069 is lined up and rolling.
Stand by.
Runway 12 for an upwind departure on climb 2,500 feet, Calandra.
Okay, so again I have control. I'm just going to straighten up here, and that's a good horizon in front of us. So I'm going to talk myself through a stall and you just follow me through, okay? I'm doing all the inputs. So just a light, see your hand there? Just a light touch on the controls, okay? Okay. A power off stall. It's very straightforward. Look ahead. Power back to idle. Now the power's back, we just keep the nose coming up. As you see, the nose is coming up and I'm putting a bit of back pressure in. We do not touch the trim. Airspeed is decreasing, and as you see, I'm pulling. You can feel me pulling back on that control column. Airspeed is decreasing. Airspeed is decreasing. Wings level. Airspeed decreasing. Airspeed decreasing. Feel that buffet?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep coming back when you feel it, because the aircraft now is stalled. Full forward on the power. Nose to the horizon. See, I brought the nose up to the horizon now, and hold. Okay. Don't push on the stick though. Hold there. And we're just waiting. We've recovered our height. Back to straight level. Back to normal cruise. Okay. Want me to demonstrate that one again? You good to go? I'm going to talk you through it this time though, and I'm going to also be on the controls behind you, but you have control?
I have control.
But I'm right behind you on the controls. Now the wing didn't drop then, so we didn't need any rudder. If the wing does drop, watch the nose, we're a bit high, put the nose down. Back to straight level there. If the wing does drop, we need to pick it up with opposite rudder, but just enough to pick the wing up, okay? I'm going to talk you through this one, Harry. So, power back to idle, look ahead. Always look ahead. Power back to idle. It's going to have to come back here so I can organise that power too. Keep the nose coming up.
Traffic, TechNam 4069.
Keep the nose coming up.
Circuit now upwind.
And the more it sort of comes up, the more you need to pull back. Keep it coming back. Keep it coming back. Don't let it forward. Keep it coming back. Keep it coming back. And now you've got to really bring it back. All the way back. That's a stall. Forward, all the way. Nose to the horizon. Bring it up, bring it up. That's it. Hold it there. And wait till you recover. All good with that?
Yeah.
And now level the nose to straight level. So level first before you bring the power back. So push the nose down. Straight level. Power back. Just to, we've got to put the nose down further, mate. Put the nose down further. That's about straight level there. And bring that power back. There we go. Do me a favour, thanks, mate. Turn around because we're going a long way out here. Don't climb though. I just want you to do a level turn for me, please. We're sort of climbing a little bit, so just keep that nose down. And turn around the other way, because otherwise we'll end up in Perth.
Water traffic Eurofox 772 is inbound at 2,300, descending 1,500.
Head back to Roy's Orchard, which is behind us there. And because we've got a good horizon in front of us, we'll use that. So keep it coming up. We are still climbing a bit, so pop the nose down a bit more. There we go. Keep the turn going. Keep the turn going until we're pointing out to sea. Bring that power back a bit. We're just over speeding a little bit. There we go. The engine's doing a bit too much hard work. There we go. Alright, so we've got a good horizon in front, yes?
Yep.
Alright, I'd like you to do a power off stall for me. So power back to idle, all the way, look ahead. All the way back there, keep it. Now, lift the nose. And as we slow down, you'll need to lift the nose more and bring it back more. Keep the wings level. And now use the rudders as well to keep the wings level. So keep that coming back, keep it coming back. And you really have to pull it back consistently, not too much at a time though. Keep it coming back, more, more, more. You've got to really push it into your guts now. That's it. Full power all the way. So you snap the power forward. Lift the nose though, you've got to lift the nose.
Bravo, Kilo Foxtrot, dear.
Hold it just at the that's it. And then level off. So attitude first to straight level. Power, listen. Hear that change?
Yep.
And then maybe even a bit more.
Bravo, Kilo Foxtrot, this is 40 Sierra Power Alpha, dear.
There we go. Okay, those are the easy ones.
Yeah.
So we didn't get any wing drop at all, did we?
No.
So we are not happy with that. We're going to have to get some. Watch the nose. See, the nose is creeping up because you're not looking forward. So even though we may be talking together, and I know it's very polite to look at the person when you're talking, but when you're flying, make sure you look ahead. What we're going to do, we're going to slow the airplane down for me, please.
Kilo Foxtrot, Bravo,
Slow
Kilo Foxtrot, 20 Sierra Power Alpha, do you read?
Slow the aircraft down to flap range. Keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back. And just lift the nose a little bit so the aircraft slows down. So bring that bow, there we go, and just hold that back. Trim back a little bit if you need to. And put me one stage of flap out, please. And now put one more stage of flap out. That's all pretty good. Are you trimmed okay?
Bravo, Kilo Foxtrot, Bravo, Kilo Foxtrot, 20 Sierra Power Alpha, you have a pitot cover on your left wing.
That's it. Now, I'm going to walk you through this again. It's very straightforward. Okay, we're just going to do a stall straight ahead, but the wings sometimes will drop with the flaps out. So remember, opposite rudder just enough to pick the wing up if it does happen. I'm going to walk you through this. Eye straight ahead, please, Harry. Power back to idle. Lift the nose up. Keep the nose coming up. You've got to keep it. It won't stall if you don't keep the nose up. But the nose isn't as high as before because the flaps are out. Keep it coming back, 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 back. More, more, more. Keep it coming back, otherwise it will not stall. Keep it coming back. Keep it coming back. Keep it coming back. Okay, rudder, but just enough to lift the, get the wings level. See how this wing dropped? Opposite rudder picks it up. Okay, but forward on the stick as well. That's a bit more exciting, isn't it? Sorry?
Yeah.
You have fun or you're not having fun?
Yeah,
it's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
A couple of things to remember. You're always under control. The aircraft is not out of control. Alright, let's do this again. So power back to idle for me, please, all the way.
Glider base, do you read here for Power Alpha?
There we go. And keep that nose coming up, keep the nose coming up.
Golf Hotel, Golf, I'm reading Sierra for Power Alpha.
Keep the nose coming up, keep the nose coming up.
Yeah, I've got a twin about to taxi and take off. He's got a pitot cover on his left wing.
Keep coming back,
I'm trying to get some attention down to him.
Glider base,
can you get down there and alert him?
Okay, and now forward, power, nose to the horizon. Always bring that nose to the horizon.
72 is 2 miles, we'll be joining.
Okay, and now straight level. So attitude first. Pause. Power. Bring that power back. Listen. There we go.
Caboolture traffic. Point Sierra Power Alpha is entering and lining up 06 for the glider. So any conflict? 1-2, please advise.
Turn around 180 degrees for me, but don't climb. There's all this fire down here, see that?
Yeah.
So stay at this height, but just turn us around because we're coming a long way around this height. We've still got the flap out, so we have to stay within flap range. Keep that in mind. Now what I'd like you to do is put the flap away one stage at a time. One stage at a time. Pause. And one more away. That's it, the flaps are away, so we can go back to normal cruise, but we're still climbing those, so pop the nose down for me. There we go. And keep coming around. And bring that power back just a bit more. But the nose is creeping up, so you've got to watch that that straight level attitude. Are you trimmed okay? Make sure you are trimmed okay. Alright. The last stall we need to just show you at the moment is the power on stall. That's not full power, but it's got some power on. Got some power. It just means that the nose is going to be a little bit higher. I'm going to walk you through it. Okay, so I'm going to set the power. So eyes straight ahead, always eyes ahead. I'm going to set the power. Leave the power on about there. Now, I need you to start to nose up. But I don't want you to climb. So I want you to keep the nose coming up gradually, little bit by little bit. I don't want to climb though, because otherwise we'll end up in Brisbane airspace. So keep the wings level, keep that nose coming up, keep it coming up. Always eyes front, look out front, keep it coming up. That's fine, it's all looking good. Wings are not quite level though, just bring those wings level, that's it, keep it coming up. See how the nose is higher?
Yeah.
Because we've got some power on, not a lot, but we've got power on, so it makes the nose goes higher in the stall. Also may mean that we break away with the wing, but just keep coming back, keep coming back. Feel the buffet, keep coming back. There we go. Power. That's it. Too much rudder? No, you didn't lower the nose. Okay, what you need to do is you need to release that back pressure a bit. We're going to go straight back into it again. I just want you to put the power there, hold the power there. What I would like you to do, Harry, look forward, look out the front, bring that nose up, back into the stall. I just want you to release the pressure slightly on the control column as you pick up the wing with the rudder, okay? And this takes practice, so don't worry, this takes more practice, so keep that nose coming up, keep the nose coming up, keep the nose coming up. No, we're not going to stall unless we bring that nose up.
68 is a beam, Roy's Orchard over water, 1,400 inbound, second time 45.
That's it.
Traffic.
Hold it there, keep it coming.
Caboolture traffic, Eurofox 772, turn space, runway 1248, touch and go, Caboolture traffic.
Keep it coming. Bring that a bit more, it's just a bit too much power, that's why. Keep it coming back, keep it coming back. You feel the buffet?
Yep.
Okay, now release the pressure, you've got to get that nose down, put it full power, straight away, don't wait, and then nose to the horizon. So you've got to do a number of things together, and you're sort of trying to do one after the other, but you've got to do a number of things together. Just go to straight level for me, thanks, Harry. So attitude first. That's not straight level attitude. Put the nose down, 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 down. Power back. No, keep the nose down, the nose is creeping up. See how the nose is creeping up there?
Yep.
Keep the power coming back. So you hear that change, and trim if you need to. We're getting a bit too high here, so keep the nose down. Yes, all you have to do basically, and there's a lot to do together, but you've pretty much got to do a number of things together, which is ease the back pressure, pick up the wing with the opposite rudder, and then full power straight away, and then nose to the horizon. That's okay. Come around this way now. That's all we need to do for today. That's what we call an introduction to stalls. And the second part is just to recap on what you've done before you start into circuits, okay? So we're going to start heading back. Offset head is over there, but we're too high. So how are we going to get down?
Runway 12, touch
using,
Reduce the power? Yep. What we'll do, we're quite high at the moment, so why don't you do a glide approach for me? So a glide approach is no power and 70 knots, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay, so no power at all. And set your attitude for 70 knots, which might mean you need to actually bring the nose up a little bit until you get, and don't forget, trim is your friend here, so always look forward. Attitude, look out, check your performance, we're nearly there. Attitude, look out, check your performance. When we get to 70 knots, trim and hold that attitude. That'll give us a good rate of descent. Now, we need to get the ATIS before we get back in, don't we? Because we need to make a radio call.
Yep.
So can you dial up 119?
Traffic Sling 8668, joining crosswind for, correction, joining downwind for runway 12, full stop climb.
119.8. I'll just do a quick radio call before we go anywhere. Yeah, traffic Roy's Orchard, Calandra, Sling 8667. There's over at Roy's Orchard at 4000, departing, tracking on descent to Moffat Head and Sunshine Coast, on descent to 1500, tracking Roy's Orchard, Calandra. So we're just going to keep on plugging down, so put the nose down a little bit because we're slower than 70. So the best glide, if you